Hey there, Adam Little from sexyconfidence.com, where I help the 21st century woman create a love life that she absolutely freaking loves. And in this video right now, I'm going to be talking about the 5 things a man will do if he truly loves you. Keep watching. Now, if a man truly loves you, he's going to wake up every single morning and he's going to tell you how much he adores you by staring deeply into your eyes. He's going to show you affection when you really want it, and then he's always going to back off right when it is that you don't want that affection. He will always be willing to drop everything just to call you if you just need someone to talk to. And then you wake up from your guy farting in the middle of his sleep, reminding you that love doesn't work that way. Oops. Is that me? Look, love is not always perfect, and it definitely doesn't have to always look like or sound like romantic novels. There is so much bullshit on the internet catering to women who want to live in fairyland. And look, I'm not going to insult your intelligence with another video telling you about how every single guy is going to treat you like a princess. A lot of people will give you that stuff because that stuff sells. I'm instead here to give you stuff that's going to actually help you with your love life. The reality is that you've been sold this romantic story since you were just a little girl. You've been sold that story that Prince Charming is going to come along and it's going to be everything that you want with no flaws. And I think that's really hurting a lot of people out there. So I'm here to set that record straight here, and I'm here to tell you my perspective on the things a man will really do if he truly loves you, so that you can not only find a guy who treats you well and treats you the way that you deserve, but also not break up with a guy prematurely because you think that maybe he's not treating you as well as he should, and you're kind of misconstruing the situation a little bit. So here are the 5 things a man will do if he truly loves you. Number 5 is he'll allow you to speak your mind freely, but will also challenge you when he disagrees. I personally believe that you shouldn't be with someone who's not willing to challenge you, who's willing to put you in your place if you're saying things that are a little bit ridiculous. I certainly do it all the time. I would never want to be with a woman who doesn't question me and my behavior. And I'm sure you don't want to be with just a yes man, a man who says yes to every single thing that you say. No, you don't want to have that. You want to be with someone who is going to give you a new perspective, who's going to be able to sometimes put you in your place when you need to be put in your place, but someone who also allows you to speak your mind and will also listen to you when you might be also giving them a new perspective on something. You see how that works? Number 4 is that he'll show you that he loves you, but he might not always give you the affection that you want. Here's the thing. You might think that you want a highly affectionate man until you start dating a highly affectionate man. As a dating coach, I work with a lot of women, and I've worked with a lot of women in the past, and I've heard the same story over and over and over again. And that is, a woman will kind of create her blueprint of exactly the type of guy that she's always wanted. And many times it's a guy who is incredibly affectionate and sensitive and always catering to every one of her needs. But at the end of the day, that woman will find that guy and then notice that she's not exactly attracted to him. And over and over again, I try to kind of set that person straight and help them create a little bit of balance, right? You probably want a man who is affectionate and sensitive, but also has an edge, right? And he might not always necessarily tell you every single day that he deeply loves you, but he'll do little things that shows you that he cares. Maybe he'll even do the dishes when you weren't expecting it, or he'll send you, a cute little text in the morning telling you that you're beautiful. It's the little things that really matter. It's not necessarily those huge things. So, I'm a huge believer in really looking out for those actions rather than always those words every single day. Number 3 is that he'll treat you like a best friend. And like any best friend, he'll tease the living shit out of you. Look, I want you right now to think about how your best friend, think back to a best friend that you have now or in the past, and how that person has treated you. That's your closest friend. And at the end of the day, that's really what you want in a relationship. You want a best friend. You want someone who's going to be there for you and who you can really connect with. But sometimes, in the same way, that best friend is not necessarily going to be like the Prince Charming. He's going to make fun of you. He's going to treat you like his friend. And that's cool, right? Now we're stepping outside of fantasy land. We're stepping into reality when it comes to relationships. And I think that if you can come to terms with what a relationship will really look like with being with a best friend, and maybe you've been in a relationship where you've actually been dating a best friend, it looks very different than it would in kind of a romantic movie. You don't see that in Disney movies. You don't see Prince Charming kind of making fun or poking fun of the princess. No, of course not. It's all about romance, and real life isn't always that way. Next is he'll listen to your needs and your wants whenever they're reasonable, but he's also going to push back when they're unrealistic. The right guy will be very open to feedback, and he's going to want to listen to you, the things that really matter to you. But at the end of the day, he's also not always going to give you everything that you want. It's not always going to be possible. And I think a guy who truly, truly loves you is always going to want to listen to you. He's always going to want to give you the things that you need or you want, but he's just not always going to be able to deliver on that. And that's life, and that's humans. We're all flawed in many ways. And I think I'd like to reset your expectations a little bit about what that really looks like. And finally, he's going to want to spend the majority of his leisure time with you, but he's also going to want to spend some time away from you. Look, when you're in love, when you find a great relationship, he's going to want to get out of the house. He's going to want to spend some time away with his buddies. He's not going to want to be with you every single night. And that is perfectly okay. You shouldn't necessarily want to spend every single night with that particular person. It's healthy to take a night off every week. And in the early phases of dating, it's healthy to have many nights apart from that particular person. So I think it's important for us to kind of reset those expectations when it comes to love and finding someone that you really connect with, and finding that partner, because it's not always going to look exactly the way that you might have envisioned it. And look, I know this isn't like the most romantic of all sexy confidence videos. I know this isn't the most romantic dating advice that you receive, but I think it's really important because this is kind of my attempt to cut through a lot of the crap that's out there that's setting a lot of those wrong expectations for relationships. And when you find something that really works, when you find that guy, you're going to know it pretty quickly, and you're going to, a lot of these things that I mentioned in this video are going to finally come to fruition. And in reality, that new reality that you create when you step out of that fantasy land is going to be way, way much more satisfying than any type of romantic novel that you've ever read at the end of the day. So let me ask you, which is the most important thing that a man should do if he loves you? Please comment right there below. And on top of that, if you enjoyed this video, definitely head on over to sexyconfidence.com. I'll put a link right here, and I'm going to give you a ton of free resources that are going to help you through each and every stage of dating and relationships. We have a ton of free content. We have more premium content as well that can be able to help you for any specific challenges that you might be facing. So definitely go ahead and click that link. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like on YouTube. That really helped me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube for more videos just like this every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you next Thursday. Bye-bye.